Okay, once again, it's your boy Cold Case, and we're speaking this time on not the subject of mental health in Black communities, but now we're speaking about mental health alongside of a mixture of substance abuse, domestic violence, gang violence, street violence, that affects the mental of those who grow up in areas where they are prevalent. Okay. Um, Last time I spoke on the subject of um, mental health. Now, mental health is huge. Now, let's talk about the things that may cause mental health and some of the ways people go about finding a remedy for such things that have happened to them, like trauma. Like a lot of people in our age group, in our community, we like to use chemicals outside of ourselves that we put into ourselves that are supposed to be medicating us. A lot of times we don't notice it, but they're actually hurting us way more than helping us. But for a quick fix, we always find ourselves utilizing these things. You know, we got these rappers nowadays. Everybody's screaming, "I'm on lean, I'm on promethazine," and I think it was Travis Scott, one of the rappers that was exposed the truth about it, that he doesn't use such things. He doesn't engage in activities such as drug use of any sort. But he raps about it, and he puts those negative vibrations out into the air for your kids, my kids, to hear and to repeat. And being that we, the African American community, are a vibrant people that work better in the rhyme and kinetics and energy, music that is into our heads from a very young age. Molly Percocet, Molly Percocet. That's a sickness. That's a sickness. To think that these drugs that they're not even using could be something that just gets sprouted over a song over and over and beat into your brain over and over, and being that you are a person that listens to the rhythm and the rhyme. Polly Percocet, Molly Percocet, Molly Percocet, Molly Molly Percocet, Molly Percocet, Percocet, hey Molly that being that you are a rhythmic people, you are a musical people. That's how you learn music. Music teaches us. We are connected to rhythm and blues more than anybody. We are connected to hip hop and rap and trap more than anybody. And it's affecting us. All right, before I became a man who was on another mission, I did my thing wherever I was when I did my thing when I was, a young man doing what young men do, not thinking straight. We'll leave it at that for the purposes of protecting myself and others. So, from that being known, I have an experience with what we would do when it was time to handle business, right? We would put on a song from my main man, Soulja Slim. And I couldn't. Look. It can go down right now if it's beef, it can go down. That was our anthem. We go and handle our business. Music excited us, got us ready to go do whatever foolishness we was going to do. And that's true. I'm going to keep it real. Sorry, mama, your son ain't a saint the way he need to be. But look, with that being known, that we are not saints, we're not perfect, understanding that the mind is weaker than we would like it to be, understanding that we are who we are because of what we've seen and what we've been around. It's imperative for us to truly understand this concept that music is more than entertainment. But if it ain't good music, you should just use it as entertainment. That sounds contrary, sounds confusing, but it's deep. Okay, first of all, Jay-Z is a person who I idolize as a rapper. Every now and then I get on the beat, I want to beat Jay-Z. Yeah, because I love his delivery, I love his style, I love his finesse, I love his ability to tie things together, to have a good pattern, that he's talking about different subjects, that he's going to the deep, he's going into himself, he's coming out of himself, he's dealing even with his mental health. In some area, he said he's all right, he's a little skits. Yeah, it's talking about mental health, but he grew up in the Marcy Projects. Makes sense. Nas is another individual who is very intellectual, very deep with his raps. If I rule the world, I feel my son. I never love them, baby. Black time in the world. Could it be if you could be mine, we both shine? If I rule the world, still living for today. You see what I'm saying? Man, so there's some great rappers out there that can put out great music. But let's be honest, nowadays, I don't know what this stuff is. I really don't. And I'm not knocking you guys. Get your money. But understand that you are a representation of a people, and you're speaking unto a people who are learning through your music. Your music, if it's influencing us to go backwards or down or in a state of degradation or a state of a decline, then you, sir, are now a part of the problem. You really are. Because you, wanting to get financial gain, decided to put something out in the atmosphere that's going to negatively affect somebody else. And everybody does it, because I understand some of the negative stuff is actually your story. I get you. But make sure your story ain't the only story you tell. Tell the end of the story. Tell the whole story. Tell how homie got killed. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. It is deep. People get killed out here. People murder out here. It's real out here. It's really real out here. People you know are murderers. People you know get murdered. That's deep, right? That's because you're from the hood. Shit happens. Stuff happens. People happen to people. Ain't that crazy? People kill people. That's sad. You know, that songwriter say, I just don't understand how I just kill a man. It's deep. It's deep. To take a nigga life, person's life. Since say nigga life, person's life, because you are a person. It could have easily taken yours, and I understand in some circumstances, some of us have no other choice. Shout out to all the warriors out there. You know, you had to do what you had to do, and now you have to live with that. I understand that. But these people putting these vibrations in your head with music is deep, and you need to recognize this. You need to recognize that your music is influence, but it also should make me dance. That's true. Music should make me feel it, and I should feel good about it. That's why I'm a Louisiana guy, born and raised about 20 miles outside of New Orleans, a little bit in New Orleans for a little while, a little back out of New Orleans. We went to the West Bank, went back to the country, went back, you know, back and forth. I love the city of Louisiana. I mean, the city of New Orleans. I love Louisiana. I'm a Southeast Louisiana boy, all the way from New Orleans East, all the way to Houma East. I don't live everywhere out there, you know. This ain't never living like BR, Lafayette, but I know a lot of people in between Terrebonne Parish and Orleans Parish and beyond, the Tibahoe Parish, St. Bernard Parish, St. Charles Parish, St. James Parish, Jefferson Parish. I lived on both sides of Jefferson Parish. I lived on both sides of St. Charles Parish. I lived on both sides of Terrebonne Parish. I lived in Lafourche. I lived in Orleans. I lived let's see, I lived in Jefferson a lot too. West Bank, where they leave your breath stink. You know what I'm saying? So, truth be told, we have a lot of work to do in the music industry, and this is why not entertainment is going to be for mainly focus on. Yeah, we're going to give the hood's view. We're going to give the hood's view. We're going to tell the truth about the hood's view. And while we're telling the truth about the hood's view, we're going to also tell the truth on what the hood needs to know to get out of this. To get out of this, you know. So blessings, those of y'all in the music world, please, please, please understand Kanye, understand Yeezy, that either you go be with us, or you're either going to be with us, and I know you believe in your heart right now because you don't know, you believe that you're doing the best thing. You can't build the people by making them go identify with their oppressor. Their oppressor is not them. The oppressor don't have their pain. The oppressor don't have their struggle. So be mindful of that. Yeezy, man. Praying for you, man. I hope you come out of that sunken place, nigga. I'm out. I get all this thing.